We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Akoben, great to be joined by the former Chicago Bull, getting in his pregame mindset. It's Jay Williams.
And guys are on the court stretching, staring down their opponent. Nothing better than mentally and psychologically getting ready for battle.
The work has been done. They're ready to go, and so are we. The Hawks control the tap. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. That you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Giannis with it up top. They trail by 2. Middleton to Lin. Here comes the screen. Lin to Adetokunbo. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Trae Young. Nice pass to set things up. Giannis in control of the basketball. Down just a couple. Middleton down low Gasol. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Oh yes, me and you.
Lets it fly from long range. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Giannis with it up top. They're down 3. To Brogdon. Here comes the screen. Lin to Middleton. Kicks it around the perimeter. Giannis for 2. Wide open look, won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
to Adetokunbo. They work it down to Gasol. Pau Gasol, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Goes to the right side. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Bucks at the controls. Al Farouk, I mean.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Lynn. To Adetokunbo. To Gasol. Down low. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Gasol trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Free throw's good. Converts on the three-point play. It's 9-9.
I got him. Here we go.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Bucks at the controls to Adetokunbo. And the finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Trae Young. Giannis Adetokunbo rejects it. Couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Adetokunbo. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down 3.
Watch the cutter coming through.
Ah, the monster stuff.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Trae Young. Gets a shot up off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Brogdon to Adetokunbo. And the rebound comes to Aminu. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor.
Adetokunbo to Jeremy Lin. Giannis Adetokunbo. 3 for 6 now.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Going along, beyond the arc, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
The drive, right to the basket, and he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. First one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second. Antetokounmpo.
Hey, box out.
And the rebound comes down to Collins.
Get down. Half court. Here come. I got ball.
And that one out of bounds off of Buck. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Giannis with it up top. Down 6. To Middleton. Curling inside. Not today.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Here's Atlanta.
I got ball. I'm here.
Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Now down 6. Here comes the screen. Greek Freak for 2. And the rebound taken down by Collins.
I got ball.
Beyond the arc for 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Rises for the slam. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Layup goes down. Well done.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Antetokounmpo to DiVincenzo. Driving right to the basket. Short jumper and a putback slam.
Ooh, establishing the glass early. But the defense has to be better at boxing out.
The Hawks will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. Nerlens Noel with a piece.
He sent a message on that one, Ed.
Slam dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Grayson Allen. Fires the 3. Not easy.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Bucks basketball. probing the defense. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Match up.
Fires the three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Adetokunbo gets it in the left corner. To Adetokunbo. Nerlens Noel with the block.
And that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
First quarter's complete. The Hawks with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
All right, let's do this.
Substitutions. Milwaukee.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Man, that was a tough shot.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Adetokunbo to Brogdon. 4-3. Won't go for Brogdon. Had a hand in his face.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Fine to shoot from long range. It's Middleton with the rebound. Desperation shot here from half court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Hawks will start the second half with a decent lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Atlanta Hawks. The Bucks are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks.
First half stats. Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really Here we go with the top plays from the first. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
The Bucks at the controls. Lynn to Adetokunbo. Sizing up the defense. No, I missed a short one there.
He up, baby. My ball.
Deep two there, won't go. On the follow, way to stay with it.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
I got him. Here we go.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Lynn to Brogdon. And he'll head to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Here's Atlanta with the basketball.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Trae Young. For 3, Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Shot by Lynn won't go. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now a whistle. And we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Lynn to Brogdon. Hawks have it.
Right.
Probing the defense. To Trae Young. Screen coming. Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. To Trae Young. Giannis Antetokounmpo pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Antetokounmpo. Oh, defender pulling the chair. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Giannis with it up top. Down a bundle. To Lynn. Brogdon. Here comes the screen. To Gasol. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it.
Be alert. Be alert. Here it comes. Be alert.
Brogdon to Adetokunbo.
Screen on your left, screen on your left.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
That's up, baby.
Trae Young. Oh, he had him there for a second. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Lynn to Middleton. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. It stays with Milwaukee. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Number 77, Ersan Ilyasova.
Brogdon. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young.
Double team. Here we go.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two. Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for two shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Misses the second as well. To Trae Young. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Trae Young. And scores. Strong take.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 40.
John Collins snatching.
Is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Lynn with it. His guys down big. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Lynn to Adetokunbo. Oh, had him going there for a second. John Collins. Huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Shakes free and hits.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Nothing going here on that drive. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, And then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Beyond the arc for three. That no good. Off the mark. Milwaukee with the basketball. Lynn to Adetokunbo. Deep left corner. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Here we go. Double team. Double team.
Fires the three. Off the mark. No good.
Make that.
To DiVincenzo. Has a chance. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Grayson Allen.
Get back, get back. Trap.
Short jumper. Won't fall. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Knocked loose. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Trying to hit 50, but it's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
I got him.
4-3. Tough shot. He hits.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
The drive. Right to the basket. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
There you go. I like seeing the scoring coming from unlikely sources.
I got ball.
Ersan Ilyasova sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Alex Len tips it.
Come in.
From long range. And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Hawks already pulling away. Hawks with the basketball to start this 4th quarter. And it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting 5 has certainly earned the 4th quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Watch the back door. Get him.
For 3, that's off the side of the rim, no good. Lynn with it. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
To Trae Young. Has a look. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
It's Atlanta ball. Grayson Allen. Got toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it.
Knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 20, John Collins. Entering the game for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 21.
Won't go down. Trae Young. Great defense there, forcing the pickup to Trae Young. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, that's how it's done.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Lynn. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
And count the basket.
There is no recovery, Ed, in particular if the defender does not stay on balance.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
I'm on D. I'm on D.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Lynn with it. Looking to make something happen. Nerlens Noel swats it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Lynn not getting the bounce. Trae Young around the perimeter to Trae Young. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound taken down by the Bucks.
My ball here. My ball.
Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
I'm here. I'm here. Screen right. Screen right. Screen right.
Stuffs it down with authority.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
Gasol. John Collins able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. Beyond the arc for three. Off the mark. Lynn with it. Down a bundle. To Gasol. Cruises inside for two.
Any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call.
Fires the three, and he buries it.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Lynn to Brogdon. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. To Trae Young. Fires the three. They have to keep him in their grasp.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Brogdon. Down low Gasol. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Here's Atlanta.
Here we go. I got it. Right. Come get it. Come get it. Double.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Adetokunbo. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Chris Middleton.
Red players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Watch cutter.
Has a chance. Pulls up for two.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Get back.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Textbook defense. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Middleton to Adetokunbo. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Bucks at the controls. Giannis Adetokunbo. Rebound hauled in by Atlanta. For three. First free throw is good. And he hits the second. 3 for 3. Nice. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys down big. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Driving right to the basket. Dwayne Dedmon sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Down for Collins. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
One of the hardest working guys in the league, and that's how he got his money. That's his skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 11.
A shot at the buzzer. The Hawks are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Hawks were merciless in this game. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Check out the leading scores for the Atlanta Hawks. The Bucks really lost big in this matchup, and you can tell it was tough on them. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. Check out the leading scores for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Defense. Player of the game.
When you see these high
Game track. Defense. Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
Professor Live.
What's up, everybody? Professor Live. Today we're going to be checking out the one who was just in serious attack mode. Several dunks throughout the game. We got to check it out together. Let's get into it. Whew. Looked like a dunk contest tonight. The one could not be stopped from getting to the rim. Shout out to all the viewers. Appreciate you checking out the reactions. For more videos of the one, just get into the rack at will. Putting on a show like this. Stay tuned.